When most people think of a quarter, they likely think of the standard 25-cent piece used every day. It's easy to overlook this coin because it's so common. However, in the world of numismatics, or coin collecting, certain quarters can be worth a significant amount of money. One such coin that stands out in the world of collectors is the United States quarter dollar from 1965. While most 1965 quarters are still worth just 25 cents, there are rare versions that have the potential to fetch huge amounts of money at auctions. In this video, we're going to uncover the reasons behind the impressive value of the 1965 quarter dollar and explore what makes it such a hot commodity in the world of coin collectors. The 1965 quarter dollar is part of the Washington Quarter Series, which has been in circulation since 1932. The coin features the iconic portrait of George Washington, the first president of the United States, on the obverse side, while the reverse features a majestic eagle. Over the decades, the design has remained largely unchanged, making the Washington quarter a staple in American currency. However, it's not the design that makes the 1965 quarter so special. It's the unique circumstances surrounding its production and the subsequent rare errors that make it highly valuable today. To understand why a 1965 quarter dollar can be worth so much more than its face value, let's first look at the context in which the coin was minted. The year 1965 was a time of transition for U.S. coinage. Prior to 1965, U.S. coins were made primarily from silver. However, due to rising silver prices, the U.S. Mint decided to change the composition of most coins, including the quarter, to a copper-nickel blend. This change, known as the Silver Meld Law, meant that quarters minted after 1964 would no longer contain silver, but would instead be composed of a clad mixture of copper and nickel. While this change in composition was intended to keep costs down, it also led to some interesting results. The 1965 quarter, with its new metallic composition, was the first quarter ever to be made without silver. This shift in metal content made the coin a pivotal moment in U.S. numismatic history, as it marked the end of the era of silver coinage. For collectors, this change added an element of rarity to the 1965 quarter, especially for those looking for coins with historical significance. However, while the 1965 quarter is certainly an interesting piece of history, it's not the composition alone that makes it so valuable. Like many coins, the key to its worth lies in its rarity, condition, and any minting errors it may have. And when it comes to the 1965 quarter, certain errors can significantly increase its value. Minting errors happen when something goes wrong during the production process, resulting in a coin with unique characteristics that are different from the intended design. These mistakes are often rare and sought after by collectors, making coins with errors far more valuable than their regular counterparts. One of the most famous errors found in 1965 quarters is the double die error. This occurs when the coin is struck twice by the die, resulting in a slightly off-center design. This mistake makes the coin appear as though it has two impressions of the same image, which can be particularly noticeable in the lettering or date. The double die error is highly coveted by collectors because it's a rare mistake, and it's a clear sign that the coin is different from the standard issue. Another potential error that can increase the value of a 1965 quarter is a misaligned die strike. This happens when the die that strikes the coin isn't aligned properly, leading to an off-center or distorted design. These types of errors can be subtle, but they make the coin highly collectible, as they are often one of a kind. Finding a 1965 quarter with a misaligned die or double die is a treasure for coin collectors, and the rarer the error, the higher the price. In addition to minting errors, the condition of the coin is also crucial in determining its value. As with any collectible item, the better the condition, the higher the price. Most 1965 quarters that have been in circulation for decades show signs of wear, including scratches, discoloration, and flattened details. These coins are typically only worth their face value. However, a 1965 quarter that has been well preserved, especially one that has never been in circulation and retains its original shine, can fetch a much higher price. Coins that are graded in mint state or uncirculated condition are highly sought after, as they represent a perfect or near-perfect example of the coin in question. Now, you might be wondering, just how much is a 1965 quarter dollar really worth? While most 1965 quarters are worth no more than 25 cents, there are specific coins with rare characteristics, such as minting errors or exceptional condition, that can command much higher prices. In fact, certain 1965 quarters, particularly those with rare errors or those in pristine condition, have been known to sell for amounts in the tens of thousands of dollars. It's not unheard of for a single 1965 quarter to be sold for as much as $98,000. Yes, you heard that right, $98,000 for a single 25-cent coin. This kind of price is reserved for the most rare and sought-after 1965 quarters, and it shows just how valuable minting errors, unique characteristics, and historical significance can make a coin worth far more than its face value. Of course, finding a 1965 quarter worth this much is incredibly rare, but it's a reminder that sometimes the smallest, most seemingly ordinary coins can hold extraordinary value. So, if you happen to come across a 1965 quarter in your change or while going through your collection, don't just dismiss it as a regular coin. Take the time to inspect it closely. Look for any signs of minting errors, such as doubled die or misaligned strikes. Pay attention to its condition. If it's in uncirculated or mint state, it could be worth much more than just a quarter. If you find something truly unique, it might be worth getting the coin professionally graded to determine its value. In conclusion, the 1965 quarter dollar is much more than just a piece of U.S. currency. It represents a turning point in the history of American coinage, with its shift from silver to copper-nickel composition. But beyond its historical significance, the 1965 quarter has become a highly valuable coin in the world of numismatics, thanks to rare minting errors, its condition, and the historical context surrounding its creation. If you're lucky enough to find a 1965 quarter with the right characteristics, you could be holding onto a coin worth as much as $98,000. So next time you come across one, remember to take a closer look. You might just have a rare treasure in your hands. Top 2 quarter dollar from 1998, a coin that might just have you reconsidering how you look at your pocket change. The 1998 quarter is part of the Washington Quarter series, a coin that has been in circulation for decades, beginning in 1932. Featuring George Washington's portrait on the obverse and a majestic eagle on the reverse, this design has become a staple of U.S. currency. While the design has remained largely unchanged for most of its existence, the value of certain quarters from specific years, like the 1998 quarter, can be drastically higher than what you might expect. At first glance, most 1998 quarters you come across will likely be worth just 25 cents. But for collectors, a 1998 quarter dollar can be a real treasure, and not all quarters from that year are the same. The value of any coin is determined by several factors, including its rarity, its condition, and any special features or errors it might have. And when it comes to the 1998 quarter, the key to its worth lies in the perfect combination of these factors. Let's start by looking at the coin's composition. Like most modern quarters, the 1998 quarter dollar is made from a copper-nickel clad composition, meaning it contains a mix of copper and nickel, rather than being made of silver. However, unlike older quarters that were made from 90% silver, these modern quarters have a much lower intrinsic value in terms of their metal content. So, the real worth of a 1998 quarter lies in other aspects, particularly its rarity and condition. When we talk about rarity, what we're referring to is the number of coins produced in any given year. In the case of the 1998 quarter, the U.S. Mint struck a significant number of them, meaning that there are plenty of 1998 quarters still circulating today. Most of these coins are not considered rare, which means they will generally only be worth their face value of 25 cents. However, that doesn't mean there's no potential for something extraordinary to turn up. The true value of a coin like this often depends on finding one with unique characteristics that set it apart from the rest. One of the most critical factors in determining the worth of a coin is its condition. Just like any other collectible item, the better the condition, the higher the value. Coins that are worn, scratched, or damaged typically have little to no additional value over their face value. On the other hand, coins that are in mint condition or even better, uncirculated, are much more desirable to collectors. A 1998 quarter that has never been in circulation, retaining its original shine and crisp details, can command a much higher price than one that's been used for years and shows signs of wear, but the real jackpot for collectors comes in the form of rare minting errors. Minting errors occur when something goes wrong during the production process, leading to a coin that is slightly off from the intended design. These errors are rare, and because of that, they are incredibly valuable to collectors. When it comes to the 1998 quarter, certain types of errors can make a huge difference in its value. For example, a double die error where the design appears to be imprinted twice can significantly increase the coin's worth. Double die errors often show up in the lettering or numbers, and they make the coin stand out as a true anomaly. Another potential error that can increase the value of a 1998 quarter is a misaligned die strike. This error occurs when the die used to stamp the coin isn't perfectly aligned, causing the design to be slightly off-center. This can lead to coins with unusual shapes or distorted images, which are highly sought after by collectors who appreciate rare and unique items. These misalignments can make the coin appear quite different from the usual, perfectly centered designs we see on most quarters, making them worth much more. And now, you may be wondering how much a 1998 quarter can actually be worth if it has these unique characteristics. While most 1998 quarters will only fetch their face value, certain ones that are in pristine condition or have rare minting errors can be sold for a significant amount of money. Coins with minting errors, particularly those with double dies or misaligned strikes, have been known to sell for tens of thousands of dollars at auction. In fact, some collectors have paid as much as $68,000 for a single 1998 quarter that was in perfect condition or contained a rare error. It may seem hard to believe that a simple 25-cent coin can be worth such a staggering amount, but in the world of coin collecting, it's not as rare as you might think. Coins with unique features, especially those that are in near-perfect or uncirculated condition, can command incredible prices. That's what makes the 1998 quarter so intriguing. It has the potential to be a valuable collector's item if you happen to come across one that's been well preserved or contains a minting error. So, what should you do if you find a 1998 quarter in your collection or in your change? First, take a close look at the coin. Check for any signs of damage or wear. Coins in excellent condition are the ones that are most likely to be worth something. Then, examine the coin for any signs of minting errors. A double die or misaligned die strike could significantly increase its value. If you find a coin with these characteristics, it may be worth getting it professionally graded to confirm its authenticity and value. A professional grading service can assess the coin's condition and verify any errors, which can help determine its true worth. In conclusion, while most 1998 quarters are worth no more than their face value of 25 cents, there is a possibility that you may stumble upon a rare and valuable specimen. Whether it's an uncirculated coin or one with a unique minting error, the 1998 quarter is a perfect example of how small details and rare occurrences can make a big difference in the world of coin collecting. If you happen to find one of these coins, you could be holding onto a piece of history worth as much as $68,000. Keep your eyes peeled, because you never know what treasure might be hiding in your pocket change.